There have been a massive 24 goals the last 5 times that Canberra United and Perth Glory have faced off in this competition. In an early season of mixed form for both sides, will we see the same this afternoon, or can these teams buck the trend? Of course, this game marks the start of the final day of Unite Round, a round that holds very fond memories for Canberra fans. Last season, Michelle Heyman celebrated the occasion by scoring her 100th league goal. She'll be hoping to have a similar profound impact this afternoon. It's great to see plenty of fans in the stands in that shaded area to welcome the two teams out to Netstrata Jubilee Stadium in Canberra, where of course all of the matches this round have been played as part of Unite Round. Mascots enjoying the fireworks and walking out with their heroes as well. Always fantastic to see. Well, we'll take a look at the way the two sides line up this afternoon. 2 changes to the starting 11 for Canberra United. 17-year-old Lillian Skelly starts for the first time in her career, while Darcy Malone returns to the starting 11. Aideen Keane is available from the bench after recovering from a sore hamstring that she injured against the Phoenix. Well, there's Alex McKenzie, who's doing the high fives with the Perth Glory players there. She'll be partnered in defence, of course, by Liz Anton, and it's a big occasion for her because she faces off against her former club, Perth, for the first time. She appeared 62 times for the Glory over 4 seasons before heading to Australia's capital a few months ago. And for Perth Glory, there are 3 changes to the starting lineup that lost to Brisbane last week. Casey Dumont is available for the first time this season to line up between the sticks, replacing Miranda Templeman, who moves to the bench. Welsh international Megan Wynne also debuts in place of the injured Kelly Brown, while Nigerian international Anishi Zog starts for the first time. Well, for a team that currently have the worst defensive record in the league, welcoming the most successful goalkeeper in the competition's history is a very welcome sight indeed. She has the record for the most clean sheets for both Melbourne Victory and the Brisbane Roar, and comes to the Glory off the back of her elimination final heroics for the Central Coast Mariners. Well, Anthony Jaraganeka didn't quite go Canberra's way last week, but overall he'll still be quite pleased with the signs that his side have shown to begin the season. A clean sheet here will go a long way to shoring up his defence and producing the football that he wants to see. So the referees this afternoon, the central official is Beth Rattray. She's assisted by Eloise Welch and Paula Malau-Adouli. The 4th official today is Paige Malau-Adouli. Well, somewhat of a MacArthur Rams reunion here for Stephen Peters today, as he faces off against 2 of his former charges in the NPLW New South Wales, Tegan Bertolicio and Darcy Malone. He has 1 win in his 3 Ninja A-League game tenure so far. He would love to make it 2 this afternoon. All players getting ready to line up. It is a hot one today, 29 degrees in Canberra. Both sides are hoping that they can produce some hot football as well. Canberra United in their green home kit. That will kick us off. Going from right to left on your screen, Michelle Heyman, the players standing over the kickoff, as she so often has for this side. The highest appearance maker across the league of all time, Heyman, as well as the most goals. A record that will take a long time to beat. Mary Stanage-Floody scored a goal in round 1. Wouldn't she love to repeat that feat today as well? So we are underway, day 3 of Unite Round. It is Canberra United against Perth Glory, a game that almost always produces goals. But what will we see this afternoon? 2 very different sides, of course, that lined up last season. 2 sides that still have plenty to prove in this new campaign. It's Perth who will pick up the ball in midfield early on and look to play it out from the back. Oni Zog, keep an eye out on her today. Her first start, the Nigerian international. She was born and raised in Switzerland. Is now playing her trade for the Glory. She's played a ball out wide there to Megan Wynn, also on debut, the Welsh international. Missed the early stages of the season with injury and is back today. Heyman looking for Skelly, instead wins a throw. Heyman with the highest pass percentage for Canberra of any player who has played more than 100 minutes this season. So not just a goal-scoring impact, also link-up play. Here she is on the ball now, trying to create something for Stanich Floody. Ball back into midfield is intercepted by Perth. So Donahue not able to control it. Taylor Young happy to play it all the way back. Canberra happy to be patient. Anthony Chigaranich, one of the differences between him and last season's coach, Negos Popovic, is that he would much rather win 1-0 than 3-2. I mean, we saw last season Canberra incredibly chaotic at times. Towards the end of the season, it started getting those results and those 3 points. This season, happy to take it a little bit slower, a little bit steadier. You hear him barking his instructions from the sideline. Good ball from Stanich Floody. Now wide little burst of pace from Christopherson, who's unable to get behind the Glory defence. Christopherson started the season as more of a fullback, but the injury to Aideen Keane has meant that she's started these last 2 games higher up the pitch, where she started her Ninja A-League career. That goal kick from Dumont, her first involvement in the game. Well, she is available for the Glory today after finishing the AFLW season. You just wonder whether she'll be completely football match fit, but she's more than proved her credentials in this competition. She plays next week. She'll be set to become part of a very exclusive club of players who have made 150 appearances in the competition. She's on 149 today. Quick throw taken by Perth. Nice touch and ball through from Wynn, but O'Donoghue straight offside. Eloise Welch, the assistant referee there, raising her flag. That was a tight call. And the assistant referee, of course, in the best position to make that judgment. Lillian Skelly, great occasion for her, the youngster, Football New South Wales Institute product, with her first start today. Sathan. The ball back to her, a bit astray from O'Donoghue. So Canberra win back possession via a throw. Of course, Nat Tatham played a number of seasons for the Raw before moving to Melbourne Victory for a couple as well. Has also spent time in the UK with Salford City Lionesses. Good interception from Malone. Looking for Heyman ahead of her, it's cut out.
Relax now. Set up properly.
Jaranek just urging Skelly to settle down. With the team set up. Very understandable that the young player in her first start will want to make an impression, but the ball is given away back to Perth anyway. And that pass going astray once more. O'Donoghue not quite finding her passing lanes just yet. Stanish Floody, ball over the top. Michelle Heyman is in the clear here. Heyman, good first touch, but covering defence from Perth. Keeps the veteran goal scorer away from the back of the net. It was a great lofted ball from Stanish Floody, and then Grace Johnston making sure that Heyman could not get the decisive touch. And that's our first look at Casey Dumont having to make a save there. She's always been a very good one-on-one goalkeeper, a fantastic shot stopper, probably the best pure shot stopper that the competition has seen. On that occasion, just misjudged coming out to Heyman there. And thankfully, Johnston was there to cover, thankfully from a Perth perspective. Maya Markovski cutting it back inside. It's come off the boot of a Perth player and then unable to be kept in by Johnston. So Canberra will have the first corner of the game. Markovski was in some space, tried to cut it back into the path of Heyman, but plenty of Perth Glory shirts there. Now what can Canberra do from a set piece? Stanish Floody delivers. It's come out to Robers. Emma Robers trying to get it under control. Still going here, Robers. Heyman will touch it back. Malone. If Perth win it here, they've got numbers forward. And forced to play it all the way back in defence instead. Dalton. To Tatham, who launches it back into the mixer. McKenzie. Well, overzealous from O'Donoghue. Her attempt to win that ball back. Whistle goes against her in the end. McKenzie had every right to stand her ground. Of course, O'Donoghue had a lot of success in the MPLW Victoria with Heidelberg over the off-season. It was on the back of that form that she signed with the Glory. Earns a start today. No trouble here at the back for McKenzie. Perth numbers forward here. Holler couldn't get it under control. It does come back to Gabby Holler now. She's forced to go back again. Now, it's not the first time McKenzie's been the final line of defence for Canberra so far in this game. And that's an area that the Glory will no doubt look to exploit. And their main player that they've looked to score goals this season, Kelly Brown, is out injured today. Stephen Peters said during the week that she played through an ankle injury last week and that she was in doubt for this game. She hasn't made it through. So it shouldn't be anything too major, but who is going to step up and be that target? O'Donoghue looks to be the player who's in that number 9 role. Gabby Holler is also capable of scoring. Haven't seen it yet in this competition. Georgia Cassidy, another player. Here come Perth, win. Cutting inside. Taylor Young is there to take it out of play. Or win. She is about 9 minutes in her A-League women's career and she's already trying to break ankles. That was good work from Tatham. Win. Past Skelly and then Taylor Young there to clear. Here comes Perth. Dalton, ball in, dangerous. Didn't meet the head of Holler. That ball in, receiving applause from the Glory fans who have come to Sydney for Unite Round. That's always good to see. Here come Perth again. Holler. Gabby Holler twisting, turning, shot blocked. Now Canberra. Can they get the ball out of trouble here? Markovski forced to go back again. Christopherson Chinema. Perth on the ball. Johnston. Back to Chinema. Here goes Johnston. Striding to space. Dalton. Win. Coming back inside. Mackenzie able to hold off the advancing white shirts and into the side of foul in the process. Well, Win already making an impact on this game. She did come into this competition as highly credentialed. She was born in England, 31 years of age. Has played 19 times for the Welsh senior team, scored a goal as well. Played most of her career in and around the championships at a second tier in England. Teams like Spurs, Bristol City, Charlton. Signed to Perth from Southampton. Skelly wins the ball. Markovski's touch gets away from Robers. Malone. Stanich Floody. Stanich Floody's ball in, dangerous, but Dumont, safe hands, straight into the breadbasket. Stanich Floody again at her best. She is a fantastic playmaker, the youngster. Maybe just looking to find that consistency in her early career, but that's something that will come with age. She's been very good at being able to find Heyman in those sorts of areas so far this season. Zog. Very alert to the danger of Heyman's press. Chinema. Nice touch from Holler to find the run of Johnston. Grace Johnston looking to go central, blocked away. Still on here though for Perth. Dalton with the strike. Just missing the frame of goal. Lizzie Dalton, last time these sides met, she scored the goal in stoppage time. Rescued a point for Perth. She has another goal in her sights today. Oh, intercepted, dangerous area here. The Glory on for a goal. Canberra scrambling, and eventually it's blocked away. Liz Anton in the way of that shot. Tian McKenna was the player who broke free here. Rovers was tracking, then the ball back and eventually blocked out for a corner. That's the best opportunity for Perth in this game so far. They're building something here, the Glory. Certainly haven't been shy of scoring a goal this season. Georgia Cassidy will be the player to take the corner. Ball delivered, dangerous in-swinger. James drops it, still on for Perth. Can Chinema get it through? She can't. Holler has her shot blocked away. Somehow Canberra survive. Perth Glory still on the ball. Can they make something happen at the second time of asking? Now it's been intercepted. Canberra on the counter attack. Stanich Floody. Skelly. Lillian Skelly. She's got Heyman in the middle. She'll try and find her. Her cross blocked away. Well, let's take a look at what happened at the other end. James, she wasn't able to hold on to that corner. It spilled out to Chinema. And then eventually cleared away. Well, after all of that, it's Canberra who have an opportunity of their own from a corner. Stanich Floody to deliver towards the back post. Still on, dangerous Markovski, and then a header from Mackenzie goes over the crossbar. May have been flagged offside in any case. So it was met there by Anton. Markovsky got a foot in. And then Mackenzie not able to find the finishing touch. Well, set pieces proving dangerous for both teams at the moment. Perhaps looking the most likely path to goal. Just a short break as Dumont needs her shoelaces done up. And Chinua, the player who will help her out. It's tough when you've got goalkeeping gloves on. You don't want to take them off because you've got them fit just right. And she's okay to continue now. A high press from Canberra. Will Perth look to evade it entirely? Dumont does go long. And Holler, in her exuberance to win the ball, has given away a foul. So Canberra win the ball back. We've seen set pieces be dangerous. This one's quite a way out though. Tactic on the right-hand side. Markovsky's about to make a run. Anton's searching for options. She'll go long. Liz Anton towards the back post. Skelly, can she keep it in? She does pretty well, the youngster, but can't keep it from going out the sideline. So Perth will win a throw.
Much further back. Lock in. Thanks, man.
Nathan's throw. Intercepted by Mackenzie. His ball finds Heyman. Heyman against Zog. Both sides appealing for the throw. Canberra on the side who come away with it. Skelly. She'll play it in. Good touch from Markovsky. Skelly. Not able to get past McKenna. Recently called up Croatian international Tijan McKenna through a connection through her mother. So she'll get her first taste of senior international football in this upcoming window. Of course, her older sister, the Tisha, plays for Melbourne City. Tian most recently played for the Young Matildas, the under-20 Australian side that went to the World Cup. So a bit of a nationality switch there. There's Perth driving into space. Tatham's ball. Holler is there. Goes over everyone. Christopherson is the player tasked with clearing away. It does look today that Christopherson is deployed in that deeper role. It's probably to facilitate the starting role of Lillian Skelly, who is playing on the left-hand side in attack. Here's Holler. Maybe Holler back to Dalton. This cued pass, so Canberra win it back. Rovers. Turning, spinning. All the way back to defence. Perth holding possession and winning the foul in an advantageous position as Liz Anton, former Glory favourite, who gives it away. It was clever work there from Dalton, good use of the body. Just ensuring that the only way that Anton was going to win that ball was by a foul. It is Dalton who'll take this free kick. Targets at the back post, if she can find them. Delivers, goes herself. Sally James is there, equal to it. Perhaps just thinking the goalkeeper was a little bit out of position there, hoping to catch her out. Sally James has been pretty good this season. She was alert to the danger. Always a game of cat and mouse when a team is trying to play out from the back. That ball's a good one from James that finds Taylor Young. Zog able to clear away that time, and again Perth win the foul. Again it's Dalton that's fouled. They'll have another opportunity to put a ball in to a dangerous area. Take a look at this again. Mackenzie just a little bit too exuberant trying to win that ball back. It's another example of a good use of the body from Dalton, the 27-year-old. Just making sure that she's shepherding the ball. The wider spread of players this time. You'd imagine too far out to shoot. She delivers to the bodies, and Heyman, well, that's a bad sign if you're a Canberra fan, because Michelle Heyman has gone to ground. I'm not sure if there was any contact there, which is a much more concerning sign, you would imagine, than if there was contact. Take a look and see what's happened. Oh, she's went and grabbed straight at the ankle. Maybe a slight twist, maybe just a little kick on the way through. Of course, concerning signs as well for the Matildas, given the upcoming international window. We've already seen injuries potentially to Tash Pryor and Izzy Gomez. Michelle Heyman now receiving physio treatment. Let's hope that is nothing too serious. So as a result of that stoppage, we'll be taking a cooling break. So the first one of the game, there'll be one in each half just due to the warm conditions here in Sydney today. Well, Heyman, she's back up on her feet, which is a good sign. An opportunity for both coaches to give a team talk, but she's walking off a little bit gingerly there. Canberra's captain. Well, we'll take a look at how the half has panned out so far. No goals yet, but plenty of chances for both sides. You would expect that. Of course, the player that is the chief target of Canberra, Heyman, well, she's grabbed a bib, so that doesn't look to be a good sign at all. And she continues to receive treatment on the sideline. Let's take a look at what may have been the best chance of the half. Sally James not able to claim it from a corner. That shot blocked, the second shot from Holler blocked, and then Canberra eventually able to clear it away. Oh, Heyman, this is certainly not looking good at all at the moment. Especially in a game where Perth, they have had the majority of chances, as you can see there. Heyman is Canberra's outlet when they do go forward. For options on the bench that might replace her. Janaea Dos Santos, the 19-year-old, she's only scored 1 goal in her Liberty A-League career, Ninja A-League career rather. It was when it was called the Liberty A-League for Sydney FC. 18 Keane on the bench as well, but not sure how many minutes she'll be able to play. Given her return from injury. Well, play continues in the meantime after that cooling break. We'll keep you posted on Michelle Heyman's injury status. This is Perth in possession. Chinema.
All the way, Scully. All the way.
Out wide.
Side.
We'll see if the instructions from both coaches have just lifted either side. Tatham, O'Donoghue, Sarah O'Donoghue still driving forward here. O'Donoghue with the strike. Great save, Sally James. Somehow she's gotten the boot to that. It took a nasty deflection. And off the keeper's boot, it went onto the post and out for a corner. That's great work from O'Donoghue. The deflection off Anton could have gone anywhere. Thankfully, from a Canberra United perspective, it went onto the shin of Sally James. And that is a welcome sight. Michelle Heyman back into the action. There you go, she is okay. Matildas fans, Canberra fans, you can breathe a sigh of relief because Heyman is back on the park. Here's Perth's corner. In swinging, over the crossbar. Well, when Heyman grabbed that bib, it did look like her day might be over, but she's come back, she's risen. And perhaps with it, Canberra's hopes of getting a foothold in this game. Ball forward, straight to Heyman. Trying to find a way through. Markovski. Alone. Ball over the top to Heyman. She was onside. Unable to find that touch on that occasion.
Step up!
Mackenzie. Her ball intercepted. Gives away a foul as well. Perth looking to take it quickly. O'Donoghue in space. Sarah O'Donoghue. Will she shoot? She'll square it instead. And the ball taken away from Tian McKenna at the vital moment. Darcy Malone was there to clear it away. Well, there's the foul. Alex McKenzie, she was responsible for giving the ball away, and then she had to make sure that Perth didn't get through. She thought she'd done so, but the clever, quick free kick meant that O'Donoghue was able to get in behind. Only the intervention of Darcy Malone prevented Tian McKenna from having a fantastic opportunity in front of goal. Heyman's press contributes to a turnover. Markovski. Christopherson. She's got pace to burn Christopherson, but the ball didn't match. So Dumont will safely have a goal kick. It was good work from Markovski, who struggled to get into this game. Play it to Christopherson, who was presenting the overlapping run, but the ball not good enough to find a teammate.
Alex, drop a line now. Alex, drop a line now.
Dumont launches it long. Perth win the free kick in their own half. In terms of Dumont's distribution, she hasn't done much else in her career. She's always been someone that's preferred to play it long. So Michelle Heyman just getting a bit of a talking to as Canberra United captain from referee Beth Rattray. Maybe just letting her know that these little niggly fouls are adding up, and that if they continue, eventually the yellow card will have to be rewarded. You'd imagine that's the conversation happening out there. Chinema. Gabby Holler. Kenners. Ball back to Zog. Win has the ball intercepted. Stunch Floody now. Perth just not able to find a foothold at all at the moment. Good work from O'Donoghue. Nice little 1-2 with Win. O'Donoghue, she's got targets in the middle. She'll play it back to Tatham. Nat Tatham looking for Gabby Holler. Headed away. And Rovers clears away. Women's touch, not able to find Stunich Floody. Canberra at the moment, they are relying in that transition on those long balls. They're relying on finding Heyman to then play it into a teammate or take the ball herself. Perth are just dominating that midfield at the moment. And that's why they are able to create the better quality chances. Win. Megan Win. Couldn't find Tatham. Skelly. Good touch from Lillian Skelly. And again, that first option to play into Heyman. She had time. If she'd have kept the ball at her feet and kept running there, you can understand a 17-year-old inexperienced. You want to find your captain, the league's record goal scorer. Could have taken an extra few touches, and perhaps that's the reason why Perth have been able to have a foothold in this game. And coming into this game, these two sides have the two least amount of passes. Well, Stephen Peters is livid at that decision because play was stopped for an injured Canberra player. The rules state that you don't have to stop play unless it's a head injury. So if it's a leg injury, an ankle injury, something like that, play can continue until a natural pause. And that's what Stephen Peters is querying there, the Perth coach, because he believes the play should have been allowed to continue. But let's take a look at the injury in the background. Well, Malone, she did go down clutching her head, so the referee will say, well, that's a head injury, therefore play has to stop. And you can understand why it has to stop. Concussions are a very serious thing in sports and in football. But from Perth's perspective, they were away there. Izzy Dalton was the player in the clear. And player welfare always has to come first in these situations. So Malone, she'll receive an assessment, but she's back up on her feet. And hopefully she's okay. You can see there the reaction, though, of Stephen Peters. Without knowing the full story, you can also understand that reaction because his team was away. Now he's saying to settle everyone down. Well, after having watched that replay, that's a little bit rich, but that's okay. Play continues. The Glory, the team with the ball. Still driving into space, Glory, but offside flag will deny them an opportunity to go further. See that possession stat, just reflecting what we were talking about earlier. 57% for the Glory. They are winning that midfield battle at the moment. Canberra United in the first 3 rounds of the season actually have the second lowest percentage of duels won. Perhaps that says something about that midfield battle, the fact that Perth are able to dominate in that area at the moment. And Taylor Young, she stopped there and just allowed Wynn to go around her. She was expecting the whistle. Wynn's delivery headed away. Now Holler is the player down in the box. So we'll have to stop play again and make sure that Gabby Holler's okay after contesting for that header. And, well, I think you can see the issue there. pretty clearly without me having to explain. That is a nasty collision. Here's that ball again from Wynn. Holler in contesting for the ball. Has unfortunately hurt herself there. So again, there'll just be a little bit of stoppages. The Perth physios attend to that and make sure she's okay. It's all smiles, so she is okay. Well, there's an interesting stat. Canberra have actually won more duels in this game. Canberra 14 to Perth 12. That hasn't been the case in the first 3 games of the season. So when they're getting in the duels, Canberra are the team on top, but perhaps a little bit too enthusiastic to just play that ball through to try and find Heyman every time. Giving possession away to the Glory. Well, Holler, a 24-year-old American. She played her college at South Alabama Jaguars, came to Australia to play in the MPLW Victoria for Burundara Carey Eagles, where she was very successful. Was actually almost the golden boot, picked at the post by Maya Markovsky, who's playing in this game for Canberra, of course. She's the kind of striker that can find a goal from anywhere on the pitch. She's got a rocket of a boot. Hasn't really had too much of a time to demonstrate that in this competition yet. But plenty of faith showed in her by Stephen Peters. No doubt Perth fans will get to see her as the season goes on. Here's Perth again, advancing forward. Appealing for a handball, not given. Tatham playing it central. McKenna. Zog to Tatham. McKenna trying to step over, trying to find a way past Robers, couldn't do so. So it'll be recycled back through Dumont. Taylor Young. Pressure being applied, but she's able to turn away. Still on the ball, Taylor Young. Nice little 1-2 with Malone. Stanic Floody. They'll switch play, Canberra. Out to Markovsky. Robers is bursting through the middle. Instead, Markovsky will play back to Stanic Floody in the overlapping run of Christopherson. Christopherson looking for options in the middle, headed away at the back post. Oncoming is Malone, Markovsky, a little bit of Techers, back to Robers. Canberra building something here. Christopherson driving forward again, low cross towards the back post. Skelly couldn't get a touch on it. They go all the way through to Taylor Young. Still Skelly, Lillian Skelly, another low cross. Heyman not able to turn. That is one of the best passages of play that Canberra United have shown us so far in this game. And it's followed immediately by a Perth counter-attack. Dalton. Still Izzy Dalton. Has to hold the ball up to wait for support. It eventually arrives. Win. Holler back on the pitch. Chinema. Johnston. Searching again for the run of Holler, but the cross far too close to Sally James, who comes out and claims. Bit of hit and hope happening for both teams, but that is an errant back pass. It's gone back to Dalton, who shoots, and the deflection has put it into the back of the net. It's the Perth Glory who take the lead. Izzy Dalton scores her second goal in the competition. And the Glory deserved leaders. Well, there wasn't very much that Sally James could do in goals. There was a poor ball from Christopherson. Good awareness from Holler to play it into Dalton. We've already seen one deflection saved from James. That time, it is nestled into the bottom corner of the net. Isabel Dalton, the 27-year-old from Queensland, has given Perth the lead. Well, she simply loves scoring against Canberra. And 2 goals in this competition, both against Canberra United. Canberra now with an uphill battle. Of course, they fell behind last season during Unite round against Adelaide United. They came back and won that game. They'll be hoping for something similar this afternoon. But at the moment, Perth have been well on top. Those Glory fans in the corner absolutely loving what they're seeing. Here come Perth again, long range strike. Oh, Kelly Brown might not be in the team today, but the spirit of Kelly Brown lives on. Attempting long range strikes like that. Kelly Young. Darcy Malone. Couple of minutes of regulation time plus stoppages now for Canberra to turn this around before the break. Or perhaps for Perth to double their lead. We know there are plenty of goals in these fixtures between these two sides. Here goes Christopherson. Christopherson comes up against Chinema, who does not let her pass. And with Chinema, young Matilda. She's from Melbourne. She played 4 seasons for Melbourne City before moving to Perth this season for more regular game time. She would love to keep her first clean sheet in Perth Glory colours today. Attacking throw for Canberra. Stanich Floody. Markovski. Ball central again, but it's Perth who have the opportunity on the counter. Dalton laying it out wide. Can Wynn get there? Not quite. Ball out for a Canberra throw. She was very involved in the opening exchanges of this game, Wynn. Maybe just a little bit more quiet as the half's gone on. Perth have looked to use the other side a little bit more. But so far, a promising debut from the Welsh international. And Johnston now 7 minutes of stoppage time in this first half, reflecting what has been a half of a number of injuries, and here's potentially another one. Johnston is struggling there. Have a look at how that came to be. Christopherson has just collected her on the follow through. foul awarded. And Johnston will require treatment, so you'd imagine time will be added on in addition to this 7 minutes of stoppage time, and awfully long first half. It's been very stop-start in nature. Johnston back to her feet. Struggled with a few injuries. Grace Johnston injured her syndesmosis in round 17 of last season, which ruled her out for the remainder of that season. It was her breakout year, her first season in the competition. She was in and out of the young midfielders as a result of those injuries. A WA-NTC product. It was good to see her back on her feet and hopefully okay to continue. Taylor Young couldn't find Skelly. McKenna. Back to Zog. Tatham. Cassidy. Good interception from Canberra. What can they find up ahead? Markovski. Stanage, Floody. Malone. Again, options in the middle. And Christopherson not able to produce the ball of quality that was required. Positioning of Heyman interesting there. She's the player just lurking outside the penalty area while Markovski and Skelly are the targets. Here is that ball delivered. Skelly will rise, but Dumont so tall, so secure. In that specific situation, well, that would have probably been helped by all that AFLW training. Ball searching for Heyman again. Zog again, secure. It's been an impressive first 45, her first start. Only Zog today. Just kept Heyman and co pretty quiet. Win. Finds the feet of Taylor Young for Canberra. Central for Ranson, and then back to Christopherson. McKenzie. Malone. And Markovski. She'll take on Tatham here. Now Markovski trying to find a ball back in. Skelly running onto it, but Zog alerts to the threat. Ball forward again. Taylor Young. The Perth win it back. Still a fair few minutes left in this half. Not only the 7 of stoppage time, but also a minute or two more, you'd imagine, due to Johnston's injury. So plenty of time for a goal either way. Malone tries to win the ball back, but Johnston does really well to keep it in Glory hands. Cassidy. The ball intercepted. Markovski in a battle with Zog. Chinema able to come back and gather and calmly play it back to Dumont.
Go again, go again. Skelly, go, please go. Cut the line off. Cut the line off. Now go again, go again, go again.
Tatham's really been central to a lot of what the Glory have done in this half. Her and Dalton.
Hey, ref! Ref! There's a ball kid right there. They're taking the piss. Ball kid's got the ball in her hands.
Canberra's coach, Anthony Jagaranek, suspecting some foul play from Glory there. making sure that the fourth official knew exactly what he thought about that. Bukowski not able to beat Wynn. He wins the ball back for Perth. Christopherson, good interception. Couldn't keep it under control though. Well, Perth will be the happier of the two sides to see the halftime break, given they are in the lead, but you'd figure that both sides will be happy enough for a reset. Still plenty of time to go in this game. We know the threats that Canberra United have up top. Certainly Perth won't be resting on their laurels at all. Here they come again. O'Donoghue. Sarah O'Donoghue shoots off the post. O'Donoghue came so close to a wonderful solo effort. That was a fantastic step over to get past Anton. And the ball smashing off the post. Still time for Perth. It'll be more than this 7 minutes. Win. Get it past Taylor Young. At the mercy of the referee now. Well, that is half-time of the first game on day 3 of Unite Round. It is Perth Glory who have the lead thanks to a goal to Izzy Dalton. When she scores, she knows how to score against Canberra. Canberra United, they've had some good opportunities of their own. They've had some good possession, but it really has been the Glory who go into half-time with a deserved lead. It is Canberra United 0, Perth Glory 1. Let's take a look at the highlights for that half. Here's one of those opportunities for Canberra. Great ball over the top from Stanich Floody. It was Grace Johnston who was there to clear away the run of Heyman. Not quite quick enough on that occasion. Tian McKenna had a great opportunity here. Beat 1, beat 2. They played it all the way back and it was blocked away. A number of Perth's efforts, in fact, were blocked away throughout the half. This corner, Sally James not able to control it. It went back firstly to Chinema and then to Holler. Both occasions, there were green shirts in the way. Stanich Floody's delivery here. The dangerous one, Markowski was getting involved and then McKenzie not able to hit the target, although the flag was raised in any case. O'Donoghue here, a lovely piece of work from her. She was very busy throughout the half. And James just managing to keep that one out after a tricky deflection. See how she let the ball run across her body to create that opportunity and then taking the strike when she saw the open half of the net. Well, here is how the goal was scored. It was good work from Holler, a shot from Dalton, and then a deflection that was unkind to Canberra. But in truth, it was a great setup from Perth after a poor giveaway. And Dalton gave them a deserved lead at half-time. O'Donoghue again, just before the break, smashing that shot against the post, almost making it 2. So the stats, Perth Glory, bossing possession, bossing shots. Those stats certainly do pass the eye test of what we've seen in the first half. Canberra United will have to improve an awful lot if they are to get anything out of this game. Well, we'll be right back just after this. Still plenty of action to come in the second half. It is Canberra United 0, Perth Glory 1. Well, yesterday saw the Newcastle Jets take on Western United during Unite round. Let's check out the highlights of that one.
And Grove may have just found herself in a world of space. Let the ball sit. Grove takes that effort. And it's a penalty? I'm not quite sure what's going on. As that effort from Grove hit the hands of Claudia Chico. Lagazzo saved by Robertson. Off the post. Chico clears it. And it stays 0-0. Bauman, high ball. Wilson at the back post. There is Gallagher. Poked, headed on, and then headed off the line by Cern. Devon Jackson knocked it goalward. Looked like it was going to find the back of the net. Gallagher left it for Allen. Gallagher alongside. And now Gallagher with the effort. He's curling away from Lincoln. She reacted quickly. Lagazzo. Eggersvik tees up. Saved by Robertson. When she's needed, she can pull off a big save. Finds Hoban up against. Looks to be Grace Marr. Still Hoban continues to run. Jackson leaves it for Gallagher. Gallagher came charging through. Lincoln had to be brave. Got there first. Bauman. Hoban. Found space. Found Chico. Chico! Claudia Chico gets her first ever goal in this competition. And what a time to do so, to break the deadlock against Western United. She even surprised herself. Copus Brown slipping that ball through it. Now Devon Jackson one-on-one with Chloe Lincoln. Still Devon Jackson. Jackson saved by Lincoln. Into the box by Julia Sato. But these last 10 minutes and more are going to be dangerous as Marr tees up. Grace Marr. Defenders have certainly loved scoring in this game, and Grace Marr equalises for Western United. The outstretched arm of Tiana Robertson couldn't save it. Prakash sends it across, still bobbling around. Johnson! Over the bar. Will that be the best chance?
Well, don't forget, you can get your midweek Ninja A-League fix with Dubzone. Let's take a look at the crew discussing Emily Gielnik's record-breaking goal last week.
Well, I want to take us back to Emily Gielnik for 1 second, though, because that goal gave her 6 for the season. She's now soaring up the all-time scorers list. I mean, it's a fantastic start to the season, as you said, given that she wants to go into, well, she wants to break back into that starting Matilda squad. Tayo, this is the countdown, though, if you want to take a look at the 11 seconds there. I mean, it is blisteringly quick when you look at it like that with the countdown there.
Yeah, and it set the tone for the day. Em Gielnik, we know she's always been a great scorer in this league, has won the Golden Boot, and now is getting into territory, T, where, I mean, for a 23-game season, Em's got 6 in 3. Are we going to see a 30-goal striker in this league?
I mean, 30 goals in a season, that's incredible. But
I mean, that's Premier League sort of, you know.
But it's more than entire teams have scored in a season not that long ago.
Well,
so.
She's scoring hat-tricks, though, and doubles in games, and, you know, if she keeps this up, why not?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, she'll be chasing that Sam Kerr 70 certainly by the end of the season, I would say. I mean, Tamika Yalab is still ahead of her, but that placing for Sam Kerr is certainly under threat, Tayo.
I mean, it's hopefully the sort of thing that Sam Kerr will see and want to come back and do something about it and maybe be the next Centurion on that leaderboard after Michelle Heyman. But, I mean, T, you've played that many times against Em Gielnik. You wouldn't put it past her to at least get an extra 11 she needs this season to overtake Sam Kerr.
It's totally reachable, totally reachable.
Well, of course, we are only 1/4 of the way through today's Unite Round fixtures. Coming up next at Netstrata Jubilee Stadium is a grand final rematch from last season. Sydney FC are taking on Melbourne City. And there is Ante Juric enjoying some of the action. Sydney FC's coach taking it all in before the massive match that is to come. Well, welcome back to Netstrata Jubilee Stadium in Kogarah, where it is the Perth Glory who currently lead Canberra United 1-0. Izzy Dalton was the goal scorer. We've seen one halftime substitution for Perth. Morgan Roberts, there on your screen, has come on replacing Welsh international Megan Wynne. Wynne, of course, was making her first appearance after an injury. Another half-time substitution, this time for Canberra. Aideen Keane makes her return from injury off the bench. She replaces 17-year-old Lillian Skelly. We are back underway for the second half of this clash. Can Canberra United get back into the fixture, or will Perth hold on to their 1-goal advantage? Still plenty of action to come, plenty of intrigue, and it's Canberra who are driving forward first. Markovski, Maya Markovski in space, tracked well by Zog. And it's out for an early Canberra United corner. So an early opportunity. Markovski and Heyman, the obvious targets. Markovski here. See the great work of Zog. Perth will be loving having her fully fit and able to start in the heart of that defence. Stanish Flood's delivery towards Markovski, and now Heyman in a battle, but not able to contain it, and a wild shot from Emma Robers. Sees the ball go out of play. Worth a try from Emma Robers. See, she wasn't able to get over that shot, and therefore the ball flew wide. Emma Robers, as seen on Maya Markovski's Instagram story, actually was practicing some piano in the lead up to this game, so couldn't quite hit the perfect note with that shot though. So plenty of time to come. It's confirmation of those halftime substitutes for Perth, so Morgan Roberts on for Megan Wynn. Roberts signed as an injury replacement. And 18 Keane replacing Lillian Skelly. Here's Christopherson with a dangerous looking ball through, but evades everyone and out for a Perth goal kick. Christopherson just been busy in the game so far, but it's that final product that the youngster still needs to get right and work on. Only 20 years of age, a Canberra local. She's busy in game, she's quick, she gets involved. It's just a matter of that final ball. Well, Canberra, they've started this second half with intent. They are the team trailing only one shot in that first half. They'll be looking to at least get some more shots away. And as much as they created pressure, it wasn't really those shots. I mean, Casey Dumont hasn't really had to make a save as of yet on her return to the competition. I'm sure Canberra would love to challenge her after spending so much time away in a different sport. Johnston to midfield, and that pass evading Dalton, so out for a Canberra throw. Again, that stat tells another story. The shots on target. Oh, Perth haven't always been the most accurate. Canberra have not had a single shot on target yet. Perth have converted one of their three, and that's why they are in the lead at the moment.
Bobby Smith! Hyman.
Canberra United coach there, Anthony Jagaranek, encouraging Christopherson to find Heyman. Looks to find Robers with that ball, just slowly inching up the sideline. Robers. The ball couldn't find the feet of Markovski. Gabby Holler gets away from one and is eventually brought to ground by Darcy Malone. Illegally, says the referee. There's an argument to say the first time it was a foul, but certainly the second time there was nothing hidden about that from Malone. Just made sure that the American didn't find any space in behind. Johnston. Holler. Christopherson wins the ball back. Stanish Floody searching for options, but Johnston comes back to intercept the pass to Markovski. Now Perth bursting through. O'Donoghue, good defence from Anton to get back and ensure that O'Donoghue couldn't continue her run. She did that a couple of times in the first half, Sarah O'Donoghue. When she found that space, she kept going, made it very difficult for the Canberra midfield and defence. That's a nice turn that time from O'Donoghue, and a beautiful ball through. Holler couldn't get there, but Dalton with the strike. Taylor Young did just enough to put Holler off.
Literally fell over this when we called the foul. We're not even looking at that one. Just maybe.
Well, let's take a look at the replay. Taylor Young. Well, it was possibly Taylor Young who may have been fouled had the referee had access to a replay, because it did look like she was the player that was caught in the follow-through. It was good work to get there and prevent the ball in. It meant that by the time Dalton got there, it was a tight angle, a difficult shot. So Oni Zog is wearing the captain's armband today. She's sharing captaincy duties with Izzy Dalton. And because it is her first start today, that means that she's the player with the armband. So again, not only has she been very impressive as a defender, she's also bringing those leadership qualities out the back, which Perth have desperately needed these first few rounds. Perhaps the addition of a fully fit Zog, as well as the return of Casey Dumont, might just be the catalyst that Perth needed to shore up that defence. Here she is on the ball, being pressured by Heyman. Play it back to Dumont, playing the role of sweeper-keeper at the moment. Perth 12 tackles won compared to Canberra's 5. They've been a lot more successful at winning the ball back, and in those midfield areas in particular. Of course, long-time watchers of the Ninja A-League will know that for Canberra, it only takes one of those times for them to win the ball back and launch it forward and create something for the likes of Heyman. Doesn't take very much. Something that Perth will be hyper aware of while they only have this 1-goal lead. Here is Heyman. Stanish Floody will switch play. 18 Keane playing a ball through to Heyman. Fantastic work from Zog, who's managed to prevent that ball getting through to Heyman, but she may have hurt herself in the process because she stayed down. And well, just after we were singing her praises, how much of a vital cog she's been for Perth, that leadership that she brings, she is now hopefully being brought down by nothing more than a cramp. Take a look at this again, Keane. That's a lovely ball through, and a good defensive read by Zog to prevent it getting to Heyman. The fact that it's being stretched out suggests that she does think that it's just a cramp. We'll see if the pickle juice comes out. Stephen Peters looking a little bit concerned on the sideline. And there is the pickle juice, so that is a good sign. Although that is a very bad one, because the physio is signalling that there will need to be a substitution made. Well, Misha Anderson, the 18-year-old you'd expect would be a like-to-like substitution as a defender from Football West NTC, but we'll wait and see how that plays out. This is a very disappointing way for Oni Zog's first start in this competition to end, because she was looking so solid at the back. She just seems to have hurt herself in the process. maybe stretching out, or maybe it was even that back leg. There's already heavy strapping on her right leg. Well, fingers crossed that is nothing too serious. A high five to Heyman as she goes off. It's been a very stop-start game so far, but so far no one has been forced off by injury. Unfortunately, that has changed now. Let's see what Stephen Peters decides to do in terms of a substitute. Zog will go off the pitch to receive some more physio attention. So there's confirmation of a different substitution. Gabby Holler has made way for Miku Sanaga, who of course scored this season against Newcastle. Sanaga played under Stephen Peters at MacArthur Rams. And then the other substitute, Ella Abdulmasih, who has also scored, debuted for Western Sydney Wanderers as a 15-year-old, played in winter for NWS Spirit. He's back on the pitch to show what she can do. So maybe a reshuffle at the back now then for Perth. We'll see how they line up when everything falls. Meanwhile, play continues. Canberra striding into space. Heyman. Back to Taylor Young. Back to Malone. Heyman, Malone. Through to Heyman, who's surely offside. No flag, though. That shot on the follow-up, going well high and wide. So just confirmation of those substitutions then on your screen. Ella Abdulmasih coming on for Zog. Not a like-for-like replacement, you would imagine. We'll take a look at this. Heyman may have stayed offside. It was a very clever run in behind. So perhaps Tatham, the player slotting into the centre of defence, alongside Chinema.
No foul, no need a foul. We're good now, bravo. Yeah, Mary's feet, turn 18. Pocket.
So of course with that substitution of Zog off the pitch, Izzy Dalton has taken the armband for Perth. That's a lovely ball in behind the Glory. In here, shot saved by James at the front post. A wonderful through ball. Released Glory in behind the Canberra United defence. Look at this from Grace Johnston, superb. And it's Morgan Roberts, the substitute, who had an opportunity to score her first Ninja A-League goal. Was it too much of a tight angle? Sally James was able to cover. Well, they'll have another chance from the corner. Georgia Cassidy will be the player to take, just querying with the assistant referee about where she's allowed to place the ball. Some suggestions of time wasting from the Canberra bench, but we play on. Ball delivered in, dangerous. Heyman headed away. And players are so good in the air. It's obviously an offensive weapon, but can be used to defend set pieces as well. A heavy collision. Alex McKenzie appealing for a foul, not given. Now an argument going on the sidelines between the two dugouts. And very often the way that you see the game is impacted by what colours you're wearing. And that's probably true in that case. I'm sure there are some Canberra United fans screaming at the screen there. And here come Canberra though. the counter, but the foul in back play means the play has to stop. Indeed, it may be a head injury rather than a foul. There's a stoppage either way. Tatham is the player.
It's our ball, top of the box. It's okay.
Who's gone down after that collision. Of course, we saw a very similar situation in the first half where the Glory felt they were away. Play was stopped due to a head injury to Malone that had to get checked out, and now a similar situation here. Tatham just requiring some physio attention. Physios for both teams have been very, very busy in this fixture. So look at that replay. There wasn't too much in it. But of course, anything to the facial area, it doesn't matter if it's only a light touch, it can really sting. Thumbs up from the physio though, that's always good to see. So Tatham will be okay to continue. So it's a drop ball to Canberra in a very good position. Markovski will take a touch. And ball back to Anton. Glory trying to intercept, but Anton continuing her run. The ball eventually played out for a Canberra throw. And now a stoppage because Anton's boot has come undone. She'll need to take a minute to ensure that her boot's on okay. She's done so, so play continues. Christopherson's throw. Lead away harmlessly. What can Canberra produce in this last 30 minutes or so? You'd imagine there'll be a fair chunk of stoppage time, just as there was for the first half in the second as well. There'll be another break at some point for a cooling break as well in this half. So we could be looking pretty close to double figures of stoppages if this keeps up, which will definitely be to Canberra's advantage as it stands. Ball played down the line. Malone did well to cut it out. Stanage Floody. McKenzie. Hands on. Christopherson making the run, as is Heyman. Ball has found Heyman over the top. Heyman, look for the overlapping Christopherson. Got Keane in the middle. Christopherson towards the back post. Markovski will gather. And Markovski driving in from the byline. Perth have done supremely well there. Ella Abdulmasi won her side a goal kick. Great defending from the youngster. Taylor Young. That pass from Christopherson has not hit the target at all, and it's allowed Perth not only to very slowly walk over to gather this throw in, it's also given them possession in a pretty dangerous area. Here you go, Perth. Dulmasi. Low cross, ball in. Oh, it's chaos at the moment, and somehow the Glory have not doubled their lead. Tian McKenna cannot believe it. Well, the players almost got in each other's way there for Perth. All McKenna had to do was hit the target. She wasn't able to do so. Wow, is that a chance that they will regret as this game goes on? It's a replay of that foul, Malone. Fouling Cassidy in midfield. Here you go, Perth again. Christopherson's ball forward, Heyman. Rovers. Cut out by Johnston. Cassidy can't get it past Heyman. Michelle Heyman, lovely touches. Ball in behind, looking for Keane. Can Aiden Keane get there? Tatham's done well to shepherd her out of play. Well, here's a look at this chance again for Perth. Ella Abdulmasi, ball in for McKenna, who hit her teammate Sanaga, and then from there, just had to lift it over Sally James, who had already committed to going to ground. Well, you don't want to blame your teammate Sanaga too much, but Miku Sanaga has prevented Tian McKenna from scoring it the first time of asking, and then the second time, well, she'll be devastated at that. Aiden Keane wins her side a corner. The substitutes making a difference out here at Kogarah. First Ella Abdulmasi with that fantastic run for the Glory, and now Aiden Keane looking busy for Canberra. Stanage Floody delivering towards the back post, to float up. Hands on, got her head to it, but Abdulmasi is able to clear it away. Looking for that one-on-one with Morgan Roberts. McKenna. Brought to ground, legally, says the referee. Plays continuing. And McKenna is down injured. Plays continuing though, Heyman. Stanage Floody with the strike. What a way to equalise! Mary Stanage Floody only scores bangers. And the youngster has given a lifeline to Canberra. With a hard celebration, just like she did when she scored in round one. Lovely work from Markovski to play it into Heyman. Heyman gets it to Stanage Floody, who unleashes Dumont, unable to make the save. That is a great goal from the youngster. Her fourth goal in the Ninja A-League. Her second this season. It is shaping up to be a massive season for her. And the referee will signal now for the teams to take a cooling break. The second of the game, the first of this half, there is one per half due to warm conditions. The game started around 29 degrees in Kogarah. And it certainly is warm out there. Well, Dumont, her first goal that she's conceded since coming back to the competition. A little bit of frustration there. Perth Glory will feel very hard done by because of the injured player. They felt the play should have been stopped. It wasn't. And Stanage Floody able to score, of course. Referee only obliged to stop play if it is a head injury. Let's take a look at that again. Lovely back heel from Markovski, Heyman, and then Stanage Floody. What a great goal. Dumont didn't move on her goal line, but it was hit so purely and so well. She's always been a fantastic technician, Stanich Floody. Again, it's just about finding that consistency in her game, but the more that she plays, the more it will come. Stephen Peters remains livid on the sideline in his technical area. He believes his side should still be 1 goal to the good. He cannot believe a foul was not awarded in the build-up to that goal. But it does stand. Teams are level at Kogarah. Perth have been the ascendant side for much of this fixture. But this is a game that has traditionally produced goals. Nearly 5 a game on average for the last 5 times these sides have played. There could still be plenty more to come, remembering that we're expecting a lot of stoppage time at the end of this. Plenty of time for Perth to regain their lead, or maybe even a shock victory for Canberra. You can see there Perth, they really have dominated this game so far. 14 shots to 4. They'll really be hoping that they can find the back of the net again to get the 3 points that they will feel like they have deserved. Of course, neither side have drawn this season. Canberra with 2 wins and a loss, Perth with 1 win and 2 losses. That's a lovely ball through. Roberts couldn't get there that time. Ahead of Taylor Young, who's now cramping herself. We'll take a look at that again. A dangerous through ball. Morgan Roberts has been really lively since coming on. Taylor Young trying to stretch it out. But again, the physio will be called, so that will add even more time on to the end of this game. Well, hopefully nothing more than a cramp. Again, it is promising when you see the pickle juice come out and the teammate stretching. Now, in saying that, when we say nothing more than a cramp, they do hurt. They are quite debilitating. Another substitution for Canberra United. Janea Dos Santos, the player coming on the park. She's replacing the goal scorer, Mary Stanich Floody. Maybe a slight change in emphasis from Anthony Jagaranek. Of course, Janea Dos Santos, a young midfielder. She appeared twice at an under-20 Women's World Cup. And Stanich Floody, what an impact she's had today. Dos Santos came to Canberra as she was trying to get more minutes under her belt as a professional player, still only 19 years of age. Of course, younger sister Indiana will be playing this afternoon for Sydney FC. Ball delivered in, appeals for handball, not given, only half-hearted from the players on the pitch. Now Canberra are away. Keane, 18 Keane with the touch. She's got Dos Santos in the middle, but she can't reel the ball in. She's quick, Keane, but that ball even beyond her. Casey Dumont with the goal kick. Johnston playing it forward to Sinaga. Christopherson just about manages to get it away. Perth still in possession. Not a bad touch from O'Donoghue, but Canberra win it back. 18 Keane. Dos Santos. Ball out to Markovski. Maya Markovski. Back to Dos Santos. Options in the middle. Janaea Dos Santos. Can she beat Cassidy? She can. But not able to beat Abdelmassi. Good touch from Markovski, but Abdelmassi equal to it. Well, what risks are either side willing to take now to push for the 3 points? Perth will feel like they deserve it. Is that ball well beyond Christopherson? Perth will feel like they deserve it, but of course, if they open themselves up and go for those 3 points, they risk letting Canberra in behind where they are so dangerous. It's a tricky tightrope to walk sometimes. Dumont's goal kick. It's at the feet of a Perth player, but it's taken away from O'Donoghue by Anton. Dos Santos. Markovski. Maya Markovski turning. She'll shoot herself here, Markovski. Nowhere near the frame of goal. Not a bad idea from that kind of angle, but a little bit too ambitious in the end. Again, just leaning back a little bit too much, sending the ball well and truly over the crossbar. It does appear that Perth will attempt to push a little bit higher. In search of this 3 points, and you can understand why. Chinema playing it through to Dalton. Christopherson accepted by Sunaga. Chinema still high. Now Canberra players gone to ground. That's Darcy Malone, who's gingerly getting back to her feet. Chinema trying to find Johnston. Calm work by Christopherson to play it back to Sally James. McKenna. Tatham trying to advance the ball forward. It's cut out, but Cassidy regains for Perth. Little bit of cat and mouse at the moment. Heyman will claim that she's fouled, nothing doing for the referee. Let's not forget the attacking power that Perth are missing at the moment. Susan von Songkham was injured in the NPLW Victoria Grand Final, so she hasn't been available to start the season. And Kelly Brown, of course, who started the season so brightly, has succumbed to an ankle injury that she actually picked up in round 2. So she played through it last week, but not able to play through it for a second week in a row. Hopefully nothing too major for her. It does mean that perhaps Perth have been missing some of that cutting edge that they've needed, because in almost every metric, they've been the better side so far, but at the moment, on the scoreboard, it is Canberra who will share the points with them. Still plenty of time to go in this game, though. Keane. Malone, ball taken away by McKenna. Tian McKenna. Tatham. And Abdulmasi will play the ball back to Dumont. Chinama. Cassidy brought to ground. Play continues, advantage played for Perth. And that ball though, straight to Sally James. Maybe a little bit of an indication of intent that Sally James picked that up straight away then. She didn't try and make Dalton run at her or any of those kinds of shenanigans. Canberra not necessarily content with the draw. Let's take a look at this again. So Malone just catching Cassidy. It was adjudged a foul, but advantage played for Perth because they were able to play it through. Rovers, her ball, well, might just be reeled in by Markovski. Not quite quick enough. Abdulmasi protesting that there was a foul in the process. It's been one of those games, very stop-start, a few niggling injuries. Just a little bit of niggle as well in general. Perth had a stack of yellow cards against Brisbane last week, hasn't come out in quite the same way this time. McKenna's ball. Dangerous, James. Almost got away from her, but she just about managed to reel it in. Well, Keane just kicked Johnston there, but plays continued. And it's played to Perth's advantage, although the offside flag was raised against Roberts. So another substitution now, this time for Canberra United, as Tegan Bertolicio, who's making her way on the pitch to replace Sophia Christopherson. Bertolicio, perhaps more of a natural defender. Christopherson, a pacey player who can play up and down the wing. Maybe just trying to shore up that back line. In the 18 years of age, still Bertolicio in her second season in the Ninja A-League. So she'll have 7 minutes plus stoppages to ensure that Canberra don't concede another. Dos Santos running onto this one. Dumont will clear it away. Heyman. Markovski. Markovski being tracked by Abdulmasi. Markovski can't find her feet, and Abdulmasi will be the one to take it out of play. So Canberra United win a corner. Been a much more even second half than first. Corner's taken short. Ball delivered, and Keane met the header, but couldn't keep it down. Well, a golden opportunity for Canberra to steal a lead late on. It was a cleverly taken short corner. Dos Santos put it in, perhaps was looking for Heyman, but Keane was there at the front post, just not able to control the ball in the air. Bertolicio, well, newly on the pitch and has committed a foul early days on Dalton. So Holly Murray enters the fray, hard-working midfielder for Canberra. She replaces Emma Robers in midfield. Holly Murray, the one who's originally from Victoria, played in Windsor for Box Hill. It's Dalton almost closing that one down from James. Every time that these teams play out from the back now, they're playing with fire. Let's not forget, Glory's goal came off the back of Canberra, trying to play it out. McKenzie, good touch. Over the top for Keane. 18 Keane driving into the box, still 18 Keane. Not able to find the cutback and instead will win the corner. Another corner here for Canberra. Keane found a header at the last time. Let's see what they can produce here. Ball in, dangerous. Dumont able to gather it the second time. Didn't get it cleanly the first time, but eventually fell on the ball. These set pieces have looked really threatening from both sides this afternoon. You just feel if Perth continue letting Canberra have these small opportunities, it might be the team in green who are able to snatch victory. Certainly in these last 10-15 minutes or so, momentum has just shifted since that Canberra goal. But here come Perth. Nice back heel from Malone, finds Markovski. Mayer Markovski blocked away by Chinema, and another corner for Canberra. Since injury forced only Zog off the pitch, that really was a turning point in this game. Canberra now flooding forward. Dos Santos towards the back post. Dumont comes out and claims, a little bit too close to the keeper. It's one of the features of her game, Dumont. She's very tall. She's able to gather those. Substitute Holly Murray. Heyman. Dos Santos. Through to Markovski. Can't get there ahead of Dumont, who's sharply out to it. The time at the Hawks is not dulled her goalkeeping instincts one little bit. These passes that were hitting at the beginning of the game for Perth just aren't at the moment. Here's another look at that opportunity. It was a really lovely passage of play. Dumont able to shut it down before Markovski could get the shot away. Sinaga. Back to Chinema. Dalton finds a free tee on McKenna, who has grass to run into. Markovski able to cut out the ball that would have found Johnston. Chinema making sure that Dos Santos was not able to get there. And another substitution for Perth now. Misha Anderson, the player who's coming on the pitch, she replaces Sarah O'Donoghue. Maybe just some fresh legs. O'Donoghue was very good, very busy in midfield. She had a standout first half, but wasn't able to repeat a lot of that impact in the second. Murray in a battle with Cassidy. Cassidy's the player who gets it away. Hands on. Well, got herself in a bit of strife with the first touch. McKenna won it for Perth, but then won back by Malone. Dos Santos. That clearance going over the head of Markovski and out for a Canberra throw. So 8 minutes of additional time. for either side to find a winner. Heyman's header knocked away by Perth. Murray. Now can Perth find a bit of an opening? Abdul Massey. It's cut out by Canberra, who again are the team on the attack. Keane, Dos Santos couldn't reach her. Cleared away by Tatham. Now the Perth player is being urged forward. Keon McKenna, enthusiastic. Wasn't able to win the ball, took out Darcy Malone instead. And McKenna came so close to making it 2 for Perth before that equaliser for Stanish Floody. Meanwhile, Sinagas kicks the ball away, gets away with it in terms of any kind of yellow card offence. Ball in all the way through to Dos Santos. Chinema reads it well. Murray, Keane, Dos Santos. Alicio. And delivery, not an ideal one. Johnston able to get in the way. That allows Perth to maybe hit on the counter. Anderson couldn't get there. And the offside flag will prevent Perth's forward momentum. Well, 6 minutes for someone on either side to make themselves the hero. McKenzie, headed away by Perth. Can they spring something now? Roberts trying to win the ball back, but it's Canberra who come away with it. Heyman, back heel, Murray, couldn't get there ahead of McKenna. Alicio wins out. Dos Santos. Perth back on the ball. It is at the moment the story of Canberra United knocking on the door. After such a dominant first half and first part of the second half from Perth. They'd love 3 points, but they really will not want to walk away from Unite round with nothing.
Switch the point, switch the point.
Markovsky. Back to McKenzie. Intercepted, but Murray is there for Canberra. Markovsky. Ollie Murray. Out wide, Bertolicio. 18 Keane. A lovely turn from 18 Keane. 18 Keane cuts it back to Markovsky. Shots blocked. That's a fantastic run from 18 Keane. Maya Markovsky just had too many white shirts ahead of her. Couldn't find a clear path to goal. Perth need to clear their lines here. Markovsky's ball couldn't find Keane, and well, that is the breather that the Glory needed. Have a look at that from Keane, just showing off her skills. Markovsky, though, not able to shoot past Dalton. There's a little smile there from Keane as she beat Abdul Massey as well. Pretty handy piece of skill to be able to produce that. Chinema's ball straight at Anson, but it's Perth who come away with it. McKenna, ball over the top. Opportunity perhaps, but James able to gather. It was well dealt with by McKenzie in the end. Three minutes of stoppage time remaining. It's Perth Glory who will have possession from a throw. McKenna. Mary's ball Nothing doing from that situation. Dumont will take her time with this goal kick. Chinema. Johnston. Good ball from Johnston, looking for the run of Roberts, but Roberts was offside. Sally James was there regardless. What a story it would be if 29-year-old Morgan Roberts was to be the hero for Perth. Her first season in the competition. After 8 years playing for the NWS Spirit and the NPL New South Wales, being a standout in that competition. Murray contests the header, wins the header. And now the glory. Misha Anderson on a run. She's got Sanaga ahead of her. Anderson, she'll play it back instead. Numbers streaming forward for Perth, streaming back for Canberra. Holly Murray did well, but eventually took it out of play. Johnston with the throw. Going central, Roberts trying to compete. Canberra dugout not pleased that that was given to Perth, but play continues. That throw going to Perth that time, just hurting Holly Murray a little bit, that ball in. And pass going astray. Will that be it for Perth's attacking chances? 40 seconds left. And the whistle will go because Murray, perhaps a hand or a wrist, when that ball was played into her at close range, it's really hurt her here. She's got her coach right there. Maybe just winded as well. Certainly not a handball from that kind of distance yet. Just in that uncomfortable place, just under the rib cage. Canberra, can they produce one last chance? It's Perth in possession. Murray. And this time it's McKenna that's being collected, and they will have to stop a little bit to make sure she's okay. And she was kicked, to be fair. That one does sting. Dumont being placed under some pressure. She gets it away. And that is full time of an enthralling contest at Menstrata Jubilee in Kogarah. Perth Glory dominated large parts of the first half and were rewarded with a goal to Izzy Dalton. But in the second half, Canberra United got themselves back into the game. They were in the ascendancy for much of the last 20 or 30 minutes. And a goal to Mary Stanich-Floody, a stunner from outside the area, ensures that the team in green leave with a point. Well, it's the first draw in both of these coaches' careers so far. It ends here. Canberra United 1, Perth Glory 1. Let's take a look at how this game panned out. Canberra United, an early chance here. This ball over the top from Stanich-Floody, looking for Heyman. Dumont came out and Johnston was there to clear. But from this point on, it was all Perth, particularly in the first half. Sally James not able to claim that one. Consecutive shots from Chinema and Holler were blocked away by